Let's just jump right into it. Today's title is Agent of Chaos, George Zinn.
We don't know if it's him or not. We don't know if it's him or not.
So you hear George Zinn yelling, "Shoot me." And so I believe that George Zinn was running cover um, for the assassination that took place. Like I said before, that this assassination attempt was, really, in my opinion, it was done by the truly wickedness in high places. I said that this assassination of Charlie Kirk was an attack on America, um, with a single bullet being fired. And in my opinion, this is just all out war against America, because what they want to destroy in America is this notion of freedom, is this notion of God and family and country. They want to destroy that because they want to push a global agenda. And the global agenda, in the new global agenda, America has no place. During the pandemic, there were many countries around the world, begging and pleading with America to stand up. So the entire planet looks to us as beacons of hope and freedom. And so America is a very pivotal figure in this whole thing, even on a spiritual level. I mean, I believe that this nation is, was created through the will of God. Not everything is, but specifically America, this being a Christian nation. But in my opinion, George Zinn was running cover for whoever actually did the shooting. Now, the young man they caught, I don't know if he actually did it, but, that remains to be seen. I don't think it's him, but it could be. Let's continue.
How dare you! He's such a monster! What a monster! Such a monster! Monster! A monster! How dare you!
Back it up! Back it up!
How dare you! How dare you! You're a freaking monster! Yeah!
I don't know. He said he shot him, but I don't know, dude.
So you heard a witness say that he said he shot him. So again, we know that George Zinn, this is just common sense. If he's saying this, he's running cover for the person that actually did it. We're going to dig into and we're going to find out who George Zinn actually is.
Equal to point. Now, all you conspiracy theorists out there, I don't want you going crazy, but what are the odds that George Zinn, the patsy that was arrested at the Charlie Kirk assassination, also saw 9/11? He saw the planes fly into the buildings and called that in and reported it. And then he also called in a fake terrorist attack at the Boston Marathon bombing, and just so happened to get arrested at Charlie Kirk's event. So Tess Keyser, she responded to this tweet and she says, Grok is a guy really involved in all three events like this post claims. And Grok fact checks it and goes, based on a review of multiple sources, George Zinn was a witness to the 9/11 attacks, and he described seeing planes hit the towers. He was also arrested in 2013 for emailing a bomb threat joke to the Salt Lake City Marathon shortly after the Boston bombing. He pled guilty to a terrorism charge and somehow magically only received probation. He was also detained and questioned.
Now, do you think that if you, listening to this video, do you think if you call in a bomb threat after an actual bomb goes off, that you just get probation? Honestly, do you think that if you call in a bomb threat off of after a bomb actually went off, do you believe that you only get probation? The answer is no. So again, we know that George Zinn is an agent of chaos.
As a person of interest at the Charlie Kirk assassination on September 10th, 2025, but released without charges relating to the shooting. Then Grok went on and made sure that it told you there is no credible evidence that supports claims of his involvement in 9/11's false flag, facilitating Kirk's deaths, or Mossad ties. The main suspect in Kirk's killing is now Tyler Robinson, and he is in custody. So I asked Grok to break this one down for us, and it's
So George Zinn, think about this now. He was at 9/11. You can look online and find his interview. He said he was at 9/11. He saw the planes going to the building. After the Boston Marathon, he called in a bomb threat as a joke. Not called in, but emailed a bomb threat as a joke. Got probation, and now he's at the Charlie Kirk assassination, telling people that he's the one that shot him. And so, again, one time maybe, two times highly unlikely, but three times just impossible. And let's listen to Grok give the probability of him being involved in all three incidences, really two, and sending an email with the Boston Marathon bombing.
says so, and it wouldn't give me an answer first. It's impossible to calculate. Well, I said use statistical probability and give me a ballpark stat on the probability of him being at all three major events. And it goes through here and it breaks it down. And we get down here to the very bottom where it combines the probability right here. Combined probability. And it says it is equal to 0.705% or 5 times 10 to the power of 8. That translates to approximately 1 in 2 billion. Does all of that seem normal to you?
So maybe he was at the Boston Marathon. I don't know, but I guess let me make sure. Let me see what he says here.
Check here, combined probability. And it says it is at the bottom where it combines the probability right here. Combined probability park stat on the probability of him being at all three major events. And it goes through here and it breaks it down. And we get down here to the very bottom where it combines the probability right here. Combined probability. And it says it is equal to 0.705% or 5 times 10 to the power of 8. That translates to approximately 1 in 2 billion. Does all of that seem normal to you?
Okay, so we have George Zinn at 9/11, the Boston bombing, and at Charlie Kirk's assassination with a 1 in 2 billion chance of being at all three. So we know that something is up. We don't know what actually is up, but we know that something is up. And the way that he said that he shot Charlie Kirk and shoot me and create a distraction lets me know that he's somehow, some way a part of this. But let's continue.
Robinson, now hailed as the... I want to take a second to issue a retraction in regards to the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk. We're being told that it was not an Israeli conspiracy. It was, according to the FBI, the act of a lone gunman named Tyler Robinson, a deranged lone gunman who just happened to have not one, but two patsies in the crowd. We're also now being told that it was his father, Matt Robinson, now hailed as the father of justice, who turned his son into the authorities. In a press conference shortly thereafter, FBI Director Kash Patel proudly announced that the suspect was apprehended in record time, quote, in less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise. According to CNN, a family member told investigators that Robinson had, quote, become more political in recent years, and that the authorities had also discovered anti-fascist messages engraved on the ammunition. Prime Minister Netanyahu went on Fox News, though, to claim that Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a combination of, quote, radical Islamists and ultra-progressives. Now, in terms of the murder weapon, the FBI stated that they found the shooter's rifle in the woods, fully assembled. And here is Robinson caught on CCTV footage making that getaway from the rooftop with said rifle. Yes, people have been telling me that the barrel can be disassembled in seconds, which he then put back together in the woods to hide it from authorities. So yeah, that's it. We got him. Now, no more questions, please.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So the guy wasn't Muslim, so I don't know why Benjamin Netanyahu said that it was Islamic extremists. But again, this might even be the guy. I don't know. But I know that what happened to Charlie Kirk was above the guy they caught. I think it's Tyler Robinson, above George Zinn. It's above all of our pay grades, and it's way bigger than just some lone student at Utah State University or wherever school he goes to. It's much bigger than that. I'm not buying it. But let's look into how PSYOPs work real quick.
They know how to move a play-by-play. This is the order you can expect things to change in when you are being PSYOPed. Is that about right?
That's exactly right. I'll give you the exact steps. If the government was going to pull off what we would call a world-changing manufactured event, the first part of that, before you get to the actual steps, this is called the Overton window.
I do know the Overton window, yeah. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, the Overton window is basically all the information that it's acceptable to talk about in public. So what I drew here really quick was, this is the Overton window in the middle, and then on one side you have an H for denial, and over here you have the hammer and sickle for bring back the Soviet Union. Those are things you could not put on the news because people would go, whoa, that's getting a little crazy, right? So the Overton window is just all the things that people don't think are crazy to talk about. They know how to move the Overton window one way or the other, or stretch it or shrink it.
Exactly. The first part of the process is the Overton window has to be moved to where what's about to happen becomes acceptable to talk about. You have what's called a normalization phase. During the normalization phase, news organizations talk about the subject. Let's pretend for a minute. Let's go back to the drones. Let's say that the drones turned into something that was even bigger than it was. They would be putting up footage of drone activity all the time.
In case you don't remember, that's exactly what they did.
And what that does is it normalizes to the rest of America that this is common. This is happening all the time. Once you're desensitized, you're willing to accept even more. After you normalize it is setting the stage for the big reveal.
So then after you normalize something and put it in the Overton window, what they would then do would be something like saying, hey, there are even more people with even more information that's coming, and we're about to find out what it is. And that creates tension and fear in the general public, and they start needing to know what's coming.
So now you ramp it up, you get the anticipation. That invokes the need of some sort of salvation, some sort of rescuing.
So once they normalize the thing and then they create fear around it, then they give the public the idea that they need to be saved from the thing.
And the someone always ends up being a government organization. And that's what they want you to think, is the government needs to step up to rescue us.
So all you have to do is just look back and look at the number of shootings that led up to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Look at the past 5 years. They've been running this playbook over and over and over again. And at this time, if you don't see what's going on, you just don't want to see it. But if you pay attention, you can see what's actually going on. And that's exactly it. The Overton window is expanding to what people can talk about. It is. And I've paid attention for the past 5 years. So maybe past 5 years, they would have got me. But these past 5 years, I've been paying attention, and they've been running this play over and over and over again. But George Zinn, obviously, somehow, some way is a part of this. Tyler Robinson, I don't know if he is the guy. I believe it was a professional shot. I talked to some people that military, ex-military, people in armed forces. And again, they all believe it was a professional hit. It was professional, not done by some college kid. Anyway, listen, I love you all, and pray for more discernment and more wisdom.